Hi coders, my name is Bhupinder and I welcome you to my channel Adaptive Learning. So today's video we are going to build OTP system or OTP authorization. It will be the same as we use in in day-to-day life because there are a lot of platform like Facebook, GitHub, they do have the same functionality. So like you have to provide the OTP to authorize yourself, right? Or whether you are a valid user or not. So same kind of functionality we are going to provide. So for that we will need two dependency. First one is express for HTTP method and the second one is SendGrid. So guys, I have already downloaded two zero dependencies and also made the project, and I have also initialized the service code. If you see I have also written the service code here as well. But if you are new to SendGrid, what you have to do, you have to just open the SendGrid website first. Then you have to create an account there, and after creating the account you have to come here. You will see this home page, right? Then you will have to click on this email API, and inside email API you will get two options. You have to choose integration guide, and after choosing integration guide you will have two options: web API or SMTP relay. So you have to choose web API. After choosing the web API you will see a lot of language there, like language like Java, Node.js, Ruby. But whatever the language you are writing the code, you can choose that language. So I was writing the code for Node.js, so I had chosen Node.js. You can see after choosing the language, then it will ask you for the API name. I had already provided, so this this API key was generated at that time. Okay, then you have to download this dependency, and then you can copy this code. But I did not copy this code. I did not copy this code. For a moment, guys, I'm getting a call. I was telling about SendGrid, right? You can copy this bunch of code, but I did not copy. You can, if you see the code, I just copy these two lines, and rest of the code I have written myself, right? So let me explain the code to you. So basically, you need dependency first. We have use the dependency and store that HTML, and then you have to set the API key. The API was the API key which was we generated before, and then you have to I have made a function here, and in this function we are returning a promise. And inside promise, if you see, I have created an object called a message, and inside message I have provide all the necessaries keys which is required. So you can see, and the OTP and the email, we will get these two things from the email we will get the email from Postman, because we are going to use Postman for inputting the inputs. And the OTP, we will write the code for the OTP in server.js. So if you see my server.js, you can see I have initialized a server.js, sorry, server. And then I have simply imported the send mail function here, and then the normal stuff you will see. And then in below you can see I have made two endpoints. First one is slash send, and then the second one is slash verify. In the send, we are providing the email, and then we are sending that email to send, and send mail. And the OTP, we did not write the code for OTP. Let me just write the code for OTP. And then we will use math dot random, and here it will give some random number. But what number, how many numbers we want, we have to tell it. So we will OTP into, I will insert 60. I want 6 number, and then the number it will provide us, it will be in floating. So we want in integers, so we will convert this number. So parse int, and then we will convert it. Okay, we can also console it. See, okay, in this way we will get the OTP, and this OTP, after getting this OTP, we can send this OTP to this send email function, and after sending this OTP into email address, this OTP will be sent to the user. Whatever the user you are sending the mail, that user will be able to see this OTP, right? And then after sending the, then we are saying that email send, we are sending the response to the to the you know to the to the to the request, right? And let me just start the application for you. Node server.js. Zero, it is saying 00. Oh, this should be OTP, right? OTP, this should be OTP, this should be OTP, right? We misspell that. So now you can see we are able to generate the 6-digit number. Now we have to what we have to do, we have to send this 6-digit number to the user. So I have made already endpoint. These are normal stuff, you can do it anytime. So I'll just open my Postman. Here I have already insert the email, on which email I will send the email. So I will send all the OTPs on this email. So let me just click the send. You can see the email has been sent successfully. We are getting the whole bunch of some keys and values. Or you can see just simply written email has been successfully sent. It is up to you, right? And if I open my that account, so if I refresh it, so this is the OTP that I have got. This is the OTP. Let me confirm it by saying, you can see 468067. This is the same, right? To verify it, what we have done in our code, you can see for verify the OTP that we are getting from the user, if that OTP is equal the OTP that we have sent from the application, if both the OTPs are equal, in that case we are saying login successfully. If the OTPs are not equal, that means login failed with somehow reason. So we are sending 400 for that. Let me verify as well. So if I copy this OTP from here and put it here, and if I click to send, so it says login successfully. What if if I try to manipulate this OTP by writing another number? So let's say what we get, it says login failed because we changed the OTP. So these OTPs are not same, the OTPs with which was sent by the application. That is why it is giving the error login failed. So we can keep the same as it was earlier. Now if I click on send, it will say login successful because both the OTPs are same. Okay. You can do one more thing here. Like I have created two endpoint, you can create one more here to resend in if so for that, what you have to do, you have to just click you have to just make another endpoint app.post, and then there you have to call this send mail function again. And in send mail function, it will take the email from the, you have to provide the email from the Postman, and then OTP it will take from the application, and then it will send the you know email to the user, right? So guys, this is how OTP system works, OTP authorization works. If you find out this video was is useful for you, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel Adaptive Learning. And thank you so much guys for watching this video till the end. Although I'm going to put this code on GitHub, I have I will provide the my GitHub repository link in the description. You can get all this code from there. Okay, so thank you guys.